What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. If you could do me one quick favor, hit that thumbs up button on your way in. It'll be greatly appreciated. Now, check this out, guys. I got a story out of Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out Fort Worth. And this is one of the strangest stories I've seen and one of the saddest. Now, you know, all over America, as of present, we've been experiencing a strange cold front. People are doing everything they can to keep warm, including going to get firewood and having it delivered to their house. These two people pictured up here. The guy with the cowboy hat on was a delivery driver of firewood, and he was at a customer's house. His name is Scott Jackson. He's age 51. May he rest in peace. The gentleman next to him is Chrysanthus Omandi. He's 27 years old. He's currently locked up for taking the life of Mr. Scott Jackson while he was delivering firewood. I'm going to leave it at that. There's a third person in this story who doesn't want to be named and doesn't want his face shown, but I'll address this as well. But I think this could have been avoided. I don't think the assault could have been stopped, but I think the loss of Mr. Jackson's life could have, it could have changed his fate. And I'll explain why. Take a look at this story and we'll get back on it.
Fort Worth police say a naked man beat a delivery driver to death in front of a home while that driver was delivering firewood. 27-year-old Chrysanthus Omandi is in jail charged with murder. Police say after the brutal attack, he threatened a second person. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager spoke to the victim's family, and she is live at the Tarrant County Jail. Peyton.
Clarice, and that suspect is still here tonight here at the Tarrant County Jail. The victim, Mr. Jackson, he was just doing his job. He was dropping off firewood at a home in Fort Worth. That homeowner came outside to help him unload the firewood. The homeowner was able to escape the attack. He tells us the suspect was acting belligerent and violent.
My daughter was talking yesterday about how he would bring her donuts every morning, and so bad I just want him to walk through the door with donuts.
Casey DeLeon holds on to the days her dad spoiled her and her two girls. She lived with her father, 51-year-old Scott Jackson, in White Settlement. But Saturday evening, Jackson never came home.
I remember just telling my boyfriend, like, something's wrong. Like, my dad always calls me.
Last DeLeon heard, Jackson was delivering firewood to a home near Alta Mesa Boulevard and McCart Avenue in Fort Worth Saturday evening at 8 p.m. That homeowner, who did not want his name used or his face shown, spoke to Fox 4 Wednesday and recounted the terrifying ambush.
Fully believe that with my whole heart, that he was out to murder both of us.
Police say 27-year-old Chrysanthus Omandi was naked and aggressively approached the two men as they were unloading the firewood from a U-Haul.
This naked man just was probably like 3 inches from my face, holding a key up to me, yelling at me that I was on his property. He never wants to see me here again and I should leave. Scott then replied, "No, this is his property. This is his house. Just let us unload firewood so we can go home because it's cold outside."
The homeowner says that's when Omandi pushed him and then struck Jackson with a piece of wood. Omandi then chased the homeowner back inside his house. The homeowner then watched Omandi go back over to Jackson and beat him to death with the firewood.
I'll never be able to call my dad again. I'll never be able to see him. I'll never be able to. So, like, at this moment, I have so much hate towards him. I have so much anger.
According to an arrest warrant affidavit Fox 4 obtained on Wednesday, Omandi left Jackson and barricaded himself inside the Airbnb he was staying in across the street. Fort Worth police arrived and heard screaming from inside the home. Later, investigators learned there was another woman staying in a different room at the Airbnb. She told officers Omandi tried to force his way into her room, and he appeared high on an unknown substance and was in fear for her life. Omandi eventually came outside but didn't comply with officers. He was tased and eventually taken into custody.
I just hope people watch their surroundings, and I just hope that justice is served. And that's all I want for my dad.
Guys, that's the first part of the news video I wanted to show you. It's one part I forgot to show you, so I'm gonna show it to you real quick. You guys can, put things together with, the background of this guy and what type of person he was. And now I'll come back in here and I'm gonna come in hot on this one. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of y'all fellas out here feel me. They showed this news article and it's one thing that they really didn't bring up. And I just think that's how the media is. They can't say things or get their own personal opinion. But on this channel, you're gonna get mine. Check this out.
And neighbors tell me Omandi had just checked into the Airbnb a few days before the murder took place. He does have a criminal history, including evading arrest, and also last year he was accused of holding a security guard at gunpoint here in Tarrant County.
All right, guys, that's the story of what happened to Mr. Scott Jackson. Now, regardless of Mr. Omandi being on drugs or not, what he did was unspeakable, and I think it could have been stopped. Now, you know me on this channel. I'm going to keep it real. You looked at the channel. I'm sure a lot of y'all caught that. I'm going to address the elephant in the room right now. The homeowner that ran and left that man out there is a bitch. Sir, you're a bitch. You're a coward. That man came to deliver supplies to you. It's cold. Man out there risking his health and everything else in that cold that nobody want to be in. You called to have firewood delivered. He gave you what you wanted. You out there helping him and all this stuff, showing that you respect him and his labors and all of this stuff coming toward, coming to you to provide a service. But when a real threat come, you ran and went in the house and peeked and watched some man get beat to death that was there to serve you. They need to have a charge called extreme cowardice. That dude need to be charged with something. I don't care if they call the charge bitch assness. He's guilty as charged. Ain't no way. Listen, I wish I would go to somebody's house to service an aquarium or install an aquarium, and here comes some man across the street with his dick out and saying that the house his and all this stuff, and the homeowner right there. I'm not going to speak unless he speak. That man was up there defending you. This ain't your house. This is his house. What are you talking about? You ain't even say nothing. All he did was push you and attack the man with his own firewood. Think about that. He pushed you and you ran. Then one peeked out the window and watched this man get his brains beat out with the firewood, the same firewood he was bringing to you that you paid for. Does that make sense to any of y'all out there or not? Does that make sense? Man, come on, man. That's corny stuff. That's corny, man. I wouldn't go fix his water heater. No, we ain't got no heat. Make a fire in the back with the firewood that the naked dude beat you, the last guy that went over there to help you out with. Man, this is the second story in a week's time where somebody naked done ran up and beat the hell out of somebody with clothes on. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Seeing a naked dude run up on you aggressive, that's a scary thing, but it's still a man. It was cold out there. He was naked. Y'all had the advantage. That man, 51 years old, a year older than me, he could have still defended himself. If you was out there, and then did you see how big the dude was? Oh, yeah. The homeowner that doesn't want to be shown or mentioned, that's because you know you's a bitch. You know what you did was cowardly. Think about it. You see his neck? He could have rivaled my man by himself. You ran and let an older man get beat up. I wonder how he feel. In fact, he don't feel nothing. You know why? Because he got on camera and talked. I would have never got on camera. I wouldn't have did that. Soon as he pushed me, first of all, he wouldn't have got 3 inches in my face. That's another thing. I don't let people get up on me when they're aggressive to it. I'm going to fire on you and create distance. And I'm not saying with a gun. I'm saying my hey man, look, don't come up on me. Guys, we know you don't invade a man's space like that when you're aggressive. That's how you get punched in the mouth. You let this guy walk up on you, shaking in your boots. He pushed you. You immediately took off like he hit you with something. Ran and left that man out there after he the one that defended you for the aggression to be turned on him. Did you hear what they said in that last part? Neighbors say he's been over there a few days. So it ain't like you ain't seen him. You seen the dude. When he was coming over the street, across the street naked, least you could have did was like, hey man, hey, let's go in the house, man. This dude, what is this? Hey, you got your cell phone out? Call the police. Something wrong with this dude. He didn't even punch you. He pushed you. You could have grabbed him and got him on the ground. The other dude already showed you he was going to help you by taking up for you. You could have held him while one dude called the police, or y'all could have subdued him and knocked him the fuck out, then called the cops. Y'all would have been in the right. But instead of you turned yellow and turned tail and ran in the house and peeked out the window like a bitch and watched this man get beat to death and didn't go back out there until he went across the street. Now he in the house over there terrorizing somebody else. The cops come, he done barricaded himself in the house. It's a miracle. He's alive. Let's keep it real. My thing is they heard screaming in the house, somebody getting tore up. Then it said he eventually came out. So what was y'all doing when you heard someone in distress with the door barricaded? There's other ways in the house. What did y'all do? That's to the police. What was y'all doing? All in all, this whole thing is messed up, man. Like I said, this is the second straight week of some butt-naked ninja attacking somebody in the street. Once in Houston, now in Fort Worth. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen. Dude pull a gun is different than him pulling, having his meat out and running the point. That's something where that didn't make any man be like, hell no, I don't want no physical contact with this dude or nothing. Like I mentioned in my other thing yesterday. You have a gun? Hey, man, all right. You come up naked? Hey, let's fight. Hell no. You win automatically. Because I'm going to tell you something. I forgot to mention this thing yesterday. What if you, with this dude, now that's a guy got some size on him. So if me and him got the tangling, it would wind up getting on the ground. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no damn way. What if, man, he on top of me naked, man? Yo, what if he's a wrestler and we really getting at it and then he invert and like, man, come on, man. Come on. It's nothing wrong with being scared. As a man, there's nothing wrong with being scared. There are no tough human beings. Trust me. I've seen kingpins and all kind of stuff in prison cry because they didn't get visits at Christmas. Everybody has a breaking point. But this neighbor didn't even know what his is. He just ran when he saw this dude coming across the street and getting up in his face and pushing him. That was enough to make him be like, oh, my life is in danger. I'm running away. Screw you, Mr. Delivery Driver. Then you get on camera, show the back of your dumbass head. I thought I was going to die. He was going to kill me too. Guess what? He wouldn't have killed him if you was out there. Because y'all could have kept him away from grabbing that wood. And if he did grab that wood, you still could have tackled him before he did anything. You left that man out there because your life was worth more than his, even though he was bringing something to preserve yours, that firewood in the cold. Fuck you. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm trying not to cuss. It's hard when I see these stupid stories like this. Did you see the daughter? I'll hate him forever. Guy on drugs come out there attacking people. We've seen this a million times. I hope he don't never get out of jail, whether he gets high or not. That's stupid. See you in the next video. Take care.